So we have learned the character Rafe has actually been cast and will be played by Chloe Leah. Now, Rafe is not in the first book, The Hedge Knight. Rafe doesn't actually show up until the book called The Mystery Knight. And Rafe is described as Dunk's friend in childhood, young boy. And these two, they're kind of like, any other normal couple of boys. They get into little mischievous things together. So they're friends, they homies. Now, it's quite obvious that Rafe has been gender bent because in the books it's a boy. Now, this is only me speculate. I think they decided to race and gender bend Rafe to set the stage on why Dunk may be so protective over Tansel Too Tall. So I'm going to keep this spoiler free. But in the book, the first season of The Hedge Knight, Dunk meets a young woman by the name of Tansel Too Tall. He likes her a little bit and he ends up protecting her from a situation that actually gets him into a lot more trouble. So I can see why Rafe looks this way, a young woman of color, to fit into the narrative of why Dunk would want to protect someone who looks like Tansel Too Tall, because Tansel Too Tall obviously looks like his childhood best friend, Rafe. So there may be this like unconscious emotional connection to Tansel Too Tall because Tansel is obviously going to look very similar to Rafe. So I think it's a good narrative change. They are doing things a little different than how it's done in the book, which we should all expect. I tell people all the time, you're never going to get a one-for-one book to TV or movie adaptation. These people are going to take creative liberties. So I think this is a small enough change where people shouldn't get upset. Rafe wasn't a super big character in the book. I think this is just going to bring the character of Dunk and Tansel Too Tall alive a little bit more. It's going to give him a little bit more texture, It's going to make you understand why he does the things that he does in season 1. So how do y'all feel about Rafe being cast in The Hedge Knight versus The Mystery Knight, which is the actual book where this character shows up? Leave your comments below.